You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Sunny 93.3. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. How you doing, Dan?
You're killing me, Smalls.
Yes.
You're killing me, Smalls. I love that line from one of the greatest movies ever, Sandlot. Starring, of course, my lifelong friend, Keanu Reeves.
He's not even in that.
According to you, he's not, John, but then again, who's got the bromance going on with Keanu? I don't think it's you.
That's true. That is very true.
Huge birthday today. I normally don't mention birthdays, but this is a biggie. It was 1779. Golly, we were just kids. Francis Scott Key born. Francis Scott, of course, American lawyer, poet, composer of the lyrics to Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
It was a poem when he did it. And then somebody said, no, we should write some music for that.
And, you know, you've heard different stories about it, and I have heard this story continuously in my adult life. Well, he was kind of a broken out, really down on his luck kind of bum, trying to borrow drinks in a bar, and somebody said, hey, I'll pay you if you write a song about it. And I don't know if that's true or not, but
I don't think that's true.
Star Spangled Banner, love it. Hendrix ripped it up fantastic in 1969. Woodstock, which leads me to this. Woodstock 50, the big celebration anniversary, it's been canceled.
Has it really?
Really?
Yeah, people started backing out, and when Miley Cyrus, who's a national treasure, make no mistake, when she said, yeah, I don't think I'm coming because I'm not going to come because I am oppressed and the earth is mad, which is why I'm not having children, and the promoters just pulled the plug. It's not going to happen. So.
Well, no Miley, no Woodstock.
Wow.
And other people
She
have
ruined
backed
the
out
fun
over the past
for
few months. So,
everybody.
no Woodstock 50.
See, here's why I was confused, because there's some radio company, they keep sending me emails asking me if I'll carry Woodstock 50th anniversary on our station.
Yeah, the answer is no.
Why would I carry that?
Okay, rule number one, John.
Yeah.
You cannot trust people in radio.
No, probably not.
Everybody
Made
knows
that
that.
mistake.
Everybody knows
once.
that. So if you're planning on, spending a bunch of bucks, and what was the price tag? It was like $700-800. I mean, it was crazy money to
It
even
was
attend the
insane.
thing.
And honestly, at the end of the day, it's probably because they weren't selling.
Well, it sounds like
anything.
things spun out of control, and you had artists lined up, and then they were saying no. So that's kind of what I know. But here's the thing, Francis Scott Key. Thank you for the Star Spangled Banner.
Absolutely,
That
love
still
it.
makes perfect sense to this day.
It does indeed.
When
And
we
it's-
wouldn't know when ball games start if it
I
weren't
know,
for that
exactly.
song.
That's exactly right.
All these athletes standing around going,
Athletes
can
wouldn't
we
know when to kneel.
Can we go
I mean,
yet?
it would just
Can we
be
start yet?
mayhem.
It's a good time for me to just say, we'll be back. Thanks for listening to the
We
John
might
and Heidi
not.
Well, they might not, but thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris on Sunny 93.3.
Do you have a credit card? Is it the very best credit card? Many people get their credit card as a response to an offer that was mailed to you. These are typically not the best cards. Check the fine print for the fees and interest. We have a website that compares many different cards being offered so you can find the one that's the best fit for you. If you'd like to find a better credit card, we'd love to help at bettercreditcards.net. There's no obligation. Just click and compare to see if we can get you a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net.
Sunny 93.3, time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I like to poke bears and lasso ducks and kill them possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the critters and the campers too, but if you're wearing Crocs, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
I'm
Ranger
Radio Ranger! You little toddling gangsters, you gather around the radio. Ranger Dan's going to drop a little critter knowledge on you.
Nice.
If you've been following the news and national media at all the last little while, there's been a bunch of talk about big city living. Baltimore apparently is rat infested, and everybody's talking about rats. President's talking about rats. Politicians talking about rats. We got rats here, rats there.
Yes.
Rats everywhere. And here's the thing. It's kind of true. Big city population, trash builds up, things aren't going as they should. Rats dig that kind of thing, and they multiply. And Baltimore does have a rat problem, but guess what? So does Chicago. So does Metro Detroit, San Francisco, L.A., pockets of that. Rats are everywhere, man. Rats. I can't do anything about rats. What I do know is this.
What's that?
Fun fact, rats can't vomit.
Really?
Look it up. Rats can't...
Really?
Unlike the Lindquist sisters. A couple of matronly divorcees who I had over to the campsite last Labor Day weekend.
And boy, can they vomit.
Power booted on my pup tent, the back of my truck. It's like, hey, slow down there, sisters. Holy cow. Got to hold their hair back. You know the drill. Never inviting them out again. So. Hey,
Less
kids.
time with them and more time with rats.
Say your prayers, go to church, stay in school, eat your vegetables, don't play soccer, and gosh darn it, don't let me catch you wearing Crocs. Ranger Dan, out. Yes, sir.
Thanks for listening to the Ranger Dan Critter Corner on Sunny 93.3.
The inventor of Rip It gloves has been a drywall guy for decades. He was trying to find gloves that worked for him and his crew, but nothing was quite right. So he went out and created some. Rip It gloves fit firm in your hand and protect your hands, but still allow you to use a touchscreen. Professional athletes love the extra grip Rip It gloves gives them. Painters, roofers, contractors, but also motorcycle and horseback riders. See why everyone loves Rip It gloves at ripitgloves.com. Use promo code radio to save 25%. That's RIPIT gloves.com, promo code radio.
Sunny 93.3, time now for Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by Aqua One with Mr. Dan Farris. What do we have going on right now in the world?
Let's just jump into this big old news hole, shall we?
Okay. You're going to start
From
using
the
that.
Sunny Radio News Hole.
Well, you guys, we need to explain why we're saying that.
I don't.
Email. Well, I do. I got an email from a company that was asking if we had any news holes, which I just think is a really funny way to say parts of your community that are not being covered by the news.
Okay, we get it.
All right.
And now we're going to climb into the Sunny Radio News
Would
Hole.
you guys? I just think that's the wrong.
Going to get messy.
Actually, it's a very upbeat little story. I came across an article, and somebody apparently what they based it on, I don't know, but the cutest towns in every state across America.
Oh, nice.
And that's literally what it says, the cutest.
I would like to
All
go to a
right.
cute town.
Not the most beautiful, not the most whatever, just the cutest.
Well,
It could hit home for you guys in Iowa. What do you think? Take a shot.
Pella, Iowa.
You just nailed it.
Yeah,
Good.
we used to live there.
Pella also.
It's a cute town.
It is cute.
Well, it's known as America's
Huge rat problem.
America's
Not many
Dutch
people know
treasure.
that.
Stop.
There's rats running everywhere.
There's no rats in Pella.
They thrive off tulips.
They wear little bow ties, though.
They thrive on tulips.
And this hits close to home for me. I grew up going to the amusement park out of Minnesota, Excelsior. Before they
I've
tore the
never been
amusement
there.
park down. But Excelsior is just a beautiful park. And you get on great big paddle boats to go out on the lake and stuff like that.
Oh, I've never been there.
If
I'll
you
have
want
to
just
check
a
that
little
out.
piece of what used to be Excelsior Amusement Park, the original roller coaster from that park is actually at Valley Fair.
Okay, so that's in
Okay.
Shakopee.
It's that rickety-looking
that
white
white thing?
wooden
Oh,
roller
yeah.
coaster. That is from
Oh.
Excelsior. And
It's
you
like
can still
termites
ride
holding
it.
hands.
Yeah, you can still ride it, though,
scary.
man, which is kind of neat. Nebraska, Seward.
I've been there.
Apparently it's just
cute.
20 minutes
I don't
out of
know
Lincoln.
if I have.
Yeah, it's between where we used to live in Nebraska and
Okay.
Lincoln. So we've been through there.
North Dakota, Park River. No idea.
Never been there, but I'll take your word for it, Dan.
Take a shot, South Dakota. Name a town. Cutest town
A
in South
cute
Dakota.
town in South Dakota?
According to people smarter than us.
I'm going to think it's in the Black Hills for some
Deadwood?
reason.
Nope, and nope, and nope. It is De Smet.
Really?
It is De Smet.
That's a cute little town, apparently.
Yeah,
My
apparently.
brother lives there.
Things haven't changed since the 1880s when Laura Ingalls Wilder went
Well, they
in.
paved
and
one road now, so
Something is paved.
okay. There's a couple roads.
But yeah, apparently that's it, and that's all I know. If you want to argue with it, I didn't think I didn't do the article. So
There's people yelling at their radios right now. My town's cuter than that town.
all I know about De Smet, I've never visited there, but in August 2015, an elderly woman from De Smet ran a red light, Western and Russell in town,
And
took
smoked
out the
your
front end of my
car.
car.
Yeah.
you
Is it
told
the same
us
car
that.
you have now or a different car?
Yep, same car.
So this car has been banged up a bit.
I wasn't kidding about that. It looked showroom new because, hey, I bring it to Anderson Collision Center.
That's right.
And there you go.
They hooked you up.
And no, I don't need a ride. Is that how I can't remember how
She
it goes
hit
now.
me.
Okay.
Everybody's getting all defensive.
You have a lot of people hitting you, Dan. As he's asking people in
Can't
the,
always be someone else's fault.
people at the scene, hey, you got a good place to hide some beer? All right, thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris on Sunny 93.3.
Join us for a fun week in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic for the 3rd annual 80s in the Sand. We've been there the last 2 years. In addition to making a bunch of awesome new friends, we had so much fun meeting 80s actors and musicians. 80s in the Sand takes over the entire resort, so you'll mingle with them at the pools and the restaurants too. We'd love to have you join us. See the amazing lineup featuring Sammy Hagar and many more at radiotravelgroup.com. Save $200 per person for first-time guests at radiotravelgroup.com.
Sunny 93.3, thank you so much for listening on a Friday. We've got entertainment news of the day on the way. Credit cards, they can be trouble. About 12 years ago, we did a debt snowball program and got rid of our credit cards. We were debt-free except for our house. It was awesome. But over the course of the next decade, our credit score went down. That sounds weird, but they need open accounts to give you a score. Our lower score made our insurance rates go up. We decided to get a credit card to help with that. We just pay it off every month. If you want a better credit card, check out bettercreditcards.net. They'll help you compare all the different cards to get the best one for you. That's bettercreditcards.net. Sunny 93.3, time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Libbies are fabulous. They got all kinds of dough, and they got their peeps, who call other peeps who say, hey, leave my peeps alone. I guess. I don't know.
We don't have any peeps.
I'm not one. But we have a situation here, and this is a shade-throwing, clap-back ordeal going on, because that's what celebrities do. They don't argue. They don't tussle. There is shade thrown, and there is clap back.
Okay.
But this is, I love Jessica Simpson. I've always been a fan of hers. There's just something.
Adorable.
She's a cutie.
Something just kind of innocent and nonchalant and whatever. Well, of course, she has children now and her 7-year-old daughter. Here's the situation. Jessica posted a video, brought her 7-year-old daughter to a salon.
Okay.
And her daughter had her hair dyed. Not all of her hair's really long, just had the ends dyed a little bit with a little pink and a little something darker.
Yeah, kids are doing that like crazy
And
now.
all of them people are screaming, isn't she a little young for that? What are you doing? She's being mom shamed.
Oh.
How old is her daughter?
She is 7.
7.
She is 7 years old.
It's the ends of her
she's
hair.
She's just adorable. Little Maxwell is her name. But then a lot of other people came out and said, hey, what's the mom shaming
It's
thing?
hair.
Man?
You can cut it off. It's
and the
not
kid
a
is
big deal.
smiling and she looks really happy. And I get a little upset about this because, I have kids. And they're grown-ups now. But when I was raising them, and people think they can just hone in. It's like, oh, hey, Dan, what is that? Well, that's the sit and soak in your own urine room. It's none of your business. Why is your daughter locked in a closet with a makeshift altar? Hey, why don't you just leave?
Keep it to yourself.
Man. Like, no big deal. These are my kids. These are my tax write-off. So
people would say to me all the time, aren't your kids a little young to be drinking gin straight out of the bottle? What?
Yeah,
Mind your business.
Kids are your kids. Mine are mine. Get out of my face.
That's
Throwing
right.
shade. I'm clapping back.
I'm glad we know the rules.
But I know. Jessica, call me. I got your back on this.
Everybody gets their hair dyed. That's just the way it works. All right. Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
Doing my job, John.
Entertainment news of the day. Sunny 93.3.